Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Happy Easter! We made it. We made it through the Easter weekend, and apparently, and I actually don't know how many people would normally have been arrested, but we didn't do that badly. There was only 433 fines over the long weekend of 1,130 that have been given out total for breaking the rules.
Wait, so there were like 1,300 fines in total, but only 400 or so were related to coronavirus fines.
No, so there was 433 fines over the Easter weekend to do with social distancing fines, and there has been a total of 1,130 issued since they started fining us for living our lives.
In Victoria?
Yes, Victoria.
Right, okay. All right, so the majority of them happened in one weekend.
So, do you know anyone who broke the rules on Easter, or did it go by seemingly sort of like casual? By which I mean...
I think anyone, after that couple got a fine for posting photos of last year's holiday on Facebook, I think people were maybe a bit more coy about their plans to break the rules. So anyone out there in my friend group who was planning on fucking the man and going out for a picnic anyway, they kept it on the DL and didn't post about it on Facebook. So I don't know about it.
Do you think the police algorithm was out there being like, it's like a sniffer dog, and it was just like, those people are out there having fun, and it went over and was just like, I'm going to stop this business?
I don't know, because we didn't go outside, so I'm not sure if there were cops everywhere just looking around for people having fun. I mean, there were a couple of pretty shady things sort of in the past week that have... these rules are not being well received. People seem cool.
What a surprise. I can't believe Australians are not receiving rules that makes them live their life in a draconian... I mean, have you heard the word draconian being bandied around more than this ever in your life?
Yes, and it is, of course, a vast exaggeration because none of these laws have the death penalty, and the whole point of the draconian reference is some guy who was applying the death penalty for farting in public. That's a death penalty. Undercooking fish, death penalty. So they are draconian, but they're pretty fucking strict. And I think people are kind of happy that we're flattening the curve. We're making the curve our bitch. But people aren't happy about being told what to do and being fined.
No, like, did you see the video of the guys? It was, okay, so this all right. I feel like this is one of those news stories that has more questions come out of it than just the news itself. So I think the headline goes something like, a group of men, firstly, what the hell is a group of men? There should be a better collective noun.
I think it's called a gaggle.
A gaggle, yeah. Gaggle of men arrested for eating a pizza.
In a car.
In a car. That seems...
Well, and they got fined.
Yeah.
And they were very vocal in defending their civil rights. They were all, this is bullshit! But they were pretty fucking unhappy about being fined for eating a pizza in a car. And what the story didn't tell us was whether they were all from the same household and therefore there was no threat.
Issue, yeah. Or is this like a group of men who are like, boys, you want to get together and face forward and eat a pizza?
Yeah, did the car go around and collect them all and then they went and got a pizza together?
But we flattened the curve, so who gives a shit? It doesn't seem like it's a thing anymore.
Yeah, I know, but apparently it's still a thing, and what we can't afford now is complacence. I saw someone liken it to you using a parachute and it slowed you down, and then they're like, oh, look, this parachute slowed me down, I guess I can cut it loose now. And if you haven't landed yet, no, you can't.
I say cut the parachute loose. Let's just fucking free fall. Let's see what happens to this bitch.
Look, you tuck your chin and you just sort of roll upon impact and you'll be fine.
As I show in every single intro to this video series, that a tumble is totally fine and doesn't hurt and suck really bad when you're an adult.
That's very safe.
Very safe.
So one of the things I've noticed is we've gone from things being legal to those same things being illegal. And in the process, regular folk who don't normally have unpleasant interactions with the police.
God-fearing folk.
Yeah, quiet Australians. Quiet Australians who normally don't have unpleasant interactions with the police. They're now starting to have unpleasant interactions with the police because all they wanted to do was go fishing. All they wanted to do was get some pizza with their mates. And anyone who's grown up, punk or goth or metalhead or black, they're used to being, you're walking through a nice neighborhood and a cop car follows you and you're like, I did nothing wrong.
You're just in Sephora trying on like some makeup and they're following you as if you are definitely stealing.
Yes, and you're only
maybe you are, but also maybe you aren't.
Yeah, so it's been a real treat to watch these quiet Australians feel harassed by the police, and it just makes me think of any time a law comes in that allows the man, to retain your data or keep track of what websites you go to or any of that stuff. There's always people who come up and say, well, if you've done nothing wrong, you've got nothing to fear. And to them, I say, it's very easy to have something to fear when the polls move. And that's what's happened in this situation. So, suck on that!
No. Just welcome to the club of not feeling safe from the police.
Yes.
I know that today has been full of good news, but this is just like the cream on the top of the cake. We've finally jailed our first person because of coronavirus breakage of rules.
What did they do?
Oh, it is good. Okay, it's a love story essentially. A man has travelled from Victoria to Perth to visit his girlfriend. He got quarantined, so like when you cross the waters now, you get put into like a quarantine hotel, which I'm pretty sure is just like a travel lodge or something.
The F1 hotel.
Yeah. Something beautiful and tasteful, I'm sure, where the towels are good and do not smell like mildew. Anyway, he gets put in one of these and he basically like chocked the door so that he could sneak on out and visit his girlfriend.
Imagine getting arrested and going to jail for wanting to have sex with a Perthling.
Like, why? What's wrong with Perth? I honestly don't know any like Perth. They're like, what's the joke of Perth?
Have you ever been to Mooroolbark?
I don't.
Well, imagine that across the whole state.
Must have been some mad pussy for him to like go to jail.
You'd hope so. And this is like, these are two individuals who have not been tested and confirmed to have coronavirus.
That's true, yeah.
Which is where a lot of this sort of pushback against these rules go, because, the fact that we can't tell whether someone has coronavirus for a week or so means that you're effectively not restricting the travel of sick people, you're restricting the travel of healthy people.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of that pushback is coming from, because you're telling me I can't go somewhere where I don't even have the disease. I can't root my Perth lady because of something I don't even have.
I feel like you're making some class judgments about this fella, but obviously he did speak like that. That is a fact.
Yes. So wait, how long is he in jail for?
1 month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine if you contract coronavirus in jail.
Yes. So obviously, that's a sub issue, but like not even a sub issue. Them wanting to do correctional reform is a sub issue of that one guy from Perth who tried to fuck his girlfriend and got arrested for a month. But no, they do want to let people who are like on the precipice of getting out of jail out because they're like so worried about coronavirus spreading in prisons.
Now, this has taken a break from their normal policy of just releasing anyone who's likely to kill a woman into the public as quickly as possible.
Jeez.
What's your jam? Oh, pretty much raping and murdering women. Now, you won't do it again if we let you out. I will almost certainly do it again. Well, what can we do? It's not like he's a terrorist. He's only killing women. Even then, probably just his estranged wife.
I feel that you
send him out into the world.
Dampening on my.
What's that, mate? You don't know where your wife lives? One of the cops up in Queensland will look up her details and let you know, and then you can go murder her. Oh, how does this happen?
Well, that is dark.
Yeah, it is.
So coronavirus, hooray.
Well, my beer, which has magically refilled itself several times through shooting, is finally empty, which means we need to wrap this. Would you like to do the call to action?
You know that I would, but I am desperately incapable of remembering any of the part of it, so I'm going to make you do it again.
But you're my social media manager.
I know, but I don't understand.
Hey, come to
subscribe!
Right. Well, I'm reliably informed by someone who knows better than me that if you like the video, please like. If you want to see more, subscribe, particularly on YouTube, because everything about Facebook is to keep you here and not on YouTube, which is a different evil platform that we also want to get followers on. So please subscribe, and if it's amused you, share it to other people. If you think everything we say is bollocks, then share it with people who will hate it and say, look at these fuckheads, because, we'll get the views either way. Bye.
Goodbye.